Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. It is great to see you and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Beautiful day. I'm out here on the eastern basin of Lake Erie, fishing right out in front of Buffalo. The boats are all coming out of Small Boat Harbor, but I'm out here and right now I'm starting out in 38 feet of water, and today I am running the brand new Sting Nose peanut bunker. And you may have seen me run it in salt water. That was the last time I used it. This time I'm going to run it here in freshwater because it's a peanut bunker, but it also imitates a shad. And it has a different fall to it, and it's a brand new addition to the Sting Nose family. I love it. So I'm going to be working it here on Lake Erie. I'm starting out shallow. I'm out here in 38 feet of water. I call this my windmill spot. I'm just out in front of the first windmill, and I'm in 38 feet, and we're just drifting. And I know there's fish out in 40, 42, 44, 46 feet, but I want to see if there's any holding shallower. I'm going to try it here first. I'm just going to jig this off the bottom, let it flutter down. I'm not tipping it with any bait. I'm just working it the way it is. And I'm running the silver color because we got a nice sunny day and we got clear water, so I went with the silver. Although on Lake Erie you could always go with gold because of all the gobies here regardless of the day. But silver got the nod, at least for starters. And like I say, I'm in 38 feet of water. I'm gonna work this off the bottom and see if I can get into some fish. Now, what species? I'd love to get into walleye, but of course there's sheephead, there's silver bass, there's smallmouth bass, there's perch. You never know what you're gonna get, so stay tuned, folks. So glad you could join me. The cameraman just shut the camera just as I said, so glad you could join me. And wham, I got a hit. Okay, again, no idea what it could be. He came in 38 feet of water. He's not fighting like a smallmouth. He's pulling a bit. It could be a sheephead. We shall see. I know the sheephead population is just thriving here on Lake Erie, but so is the walleye and so are the bass. But this is fighting like a sheephead. He's fighting like a sheephead, so it's a good chance it is a sheephead. Okay, we shall see. And oh, wait a minute. No, oh no, it's not a sheephead, folks. That's a nice walleye. Oh baby. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. That, folks, is a nice Lake Erie walleye. Oh yes. Look at that. Dandy, dandy, dandy. Nice hook set. 38 feet of water. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Now, I want to show you this. Can you see the mouth there? See the tear in the mouth? You see that big gap right there? Okay, I'm going to explain something with that. First, let's get him in the live well, and I'll let you know what I mean about that gap. Okay, in he goes. Great, let me get my line back out there again, because where there's one, there's more, although we've drifted quite a bit. But the reason that gap, now I get asked a lot, yes, I'm running braided line, and I have a fluorocarbon leader. And my fluorocarbon leader is relatively long. It's probably about 12 feet long. And I remember someone wrote in and said, why do you use such a long fluorocarbon leader? Well, you saw that gap on that hole. So I actually could even use a longer leader if I could, because what happens is with the no stretch, when the fish start shaking from side to side, what happens is, because there's no stretch, the hook actually makes a hole in the fish's jaw. Maybe not quite as big as you saw there on camera, but big enough that it's gonna be bigger than the barb, and the barb will come out on the hook shake. So the longer the leader you have, the more stretch you're gonna have. So I try to do it around twice the length of the rod. So you got a 7-foot rod, a 14-foot leader. And what it does is just gives you a little bit more stretch in the line, as opposed to just having that straight direct braid. I like the braid for jigging, for direct hook set, especially fishing deeper water, but it's also nice to have some of that give. Okay, that's a great start. Now I'm in 36 feet, but I'm gonna keep drifting. I might be going to 35, and then I'll go back up and do myself another drift. We got a nice little walleye chop, and I really love that start. That was a great start to my day right there. Oh, That was, oh my God. He just hammered it on the fall. Wow, he almost ripped the rod right out of my hand. It's got to be another sheephead. It's just got to be another sheephead. The way he hit, really, really aggressive hit. Okay, wow. And that's what I love about jigging. I love trolling, don't get me wrong. But with jigging, you feel the bite, you get the fight. I love it. Okay, that's the advantage of jigging. It's gotta be a sheephead. I'm seeing some silver. Yes, sir. We got a freshwater drum. What a hit. Oh my goodness. That was really, really, really something. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, let's get him right back in again. It's a nice sheephead. See you later, Mr. Drum. And boy, I love these rubber nets. That should be a little easier than normal to get out. Okay, if I get one more sheephead, I'm gonna change spots and go back up again. Okay, so what we did, after catching countless more sheephead, we decided to make a move and come out here to about 44 feet of water. And the first fish of the day out here in 44 feet, nice little silver bass. Okay, now mind you, oh, there he goes, good. I was just gonna release him anyway. I don't mind catching sheephead, you know I love catching sheephead. But after countless sheephead and looking for walleye, we decided to make a move. So now we're out here in 44 feet. First cast, silver bass. Let's see what the next cast brings. Okay, this one is fighting a little different. Maybe I got myself another walleye, folks. I sure hope so. And I should have mentioned, if I haven't already, I'm using the 1 ounce peanut bunker. And if it was calmer, I would have went to 3/4 ounce. If it was rougher, I would have went to 1.5 ounces or even 2 ounce. But right now, the 1 ounce size is doing it, that's for sure. And the rod I'm using is just a medium action rod. You need a little bit of backbone for setting the hook. And it's definitely not fighting like a sheephead, so got a little bit of fight. Let's hope and see what we got here. Okay, and it's looking like, I think I see some silver. Is it a silver bass? Maybe it's a silver bass or a smallmouth. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. It's something different. No, it's Mr. Walleye. Look at that. Just as I expected. Beautiful. Now that is a nice little eater. Walleye right there. Perfect. Okay, let's get him. He's right through the net now, and he shook the hook. Okay. Let me get him out of there. Okay, that's a nice little walleye right there. Beautiful fish, but you know what? We're gonna let this one go. We'll get him right back in the water again. See you later, Mr. Walleye. I had a feeling because it was definitely a different fight as opposed to catching those sheephead. So like I mentioned now, with the longer leader, you saw the hole in that first walleye. I could have went with even a little bit longer leader to give me a little more stretch. Or I have the fluorocarbon line. I could have run mono, because mono instead of fluorocarbon also stretches more. But either way, you can't go wrong. On that same cast, next cast in. Again, he's not fighting like your typical sheephead. Let's hope we got into one walleye, because where there's one walleye, there's typically more. And we drifted now, actually, we're now in 32 feet of water, so a little bit shallower. So who knows, it might even be a bass, but it feels decent, whatever it is. He hit it right on the fall. As soon as I jigged it up, he hit it right on the fall. Let's see what we got here. Oh yes, folks, this is another nice walleye. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at this. Oh, That's another nice chunky walleye. Oh, wow. Look at that. Just. You're talking about sting nose. He got stung. He just barely got stung, but he got stung. He got stung. Okay. Like I say, where there's one, there's more. And what a nice walleye that is. Let's take a look at him. Oh, okay. There we go. Look at that chunk. That's a really nice fish. That's a nice walleye. Nice Lake Erie walleye right there. Okay. I'm super excited. We'll get him. We're gonna keep that fish. And like I say, where there's one, there's more. This casting technique is working. Absolutely loving it. That 1 ounce is getting down there, and that silver is giving a lot of flash with this sun. You know, like I said, I love trolling, but I absolutely love jigging. You feel the bite, you enjoy the fight. That's the beauty of jigging. You know what, folks, you got to give it a try someday if you haven't yet. Troll for a bit, jig for a bit, have some fun. Sting nose, first the minnow, then the smelt, and now the peanut bunker. The family's gotten bigger, and I think it's gotten better. A lot of options, a lot of choices. Give jigging a try. You'll have yourself a great day. I'm having a great day out here, just loving it. Wherever you're tuning in from, thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing.